Hey guys, welcome back to the most undervalued crypto channel on YouTube. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. In this channel, I teach you guys how to invest into cryptocurrencies, how to save your buying power, and most importantly, how to be profitable in this space. Guys, I have a lot of news to share with you guys. First of all, the price of Bitcoin is skyrocketing. We're seeing Bitcoin at $61,646. Well, you might be wondering, why is Bitcoin pumping so hard? Well, there's news that and Bitcoin ETF just got approved, but keep in mind this is approved by NASDAQ, not yet the SEC. But they're saying that it's more than likely that the SEC will pass the Bitcoin ETF. And before you guys get way too excited, just unlike the price of Bitcoin, which is already overly excited, I want to share with you guys this other chart here that shows that even though Bitcoin ETFs can be very bullish and good, they're also priced for major manipulation, because in these Bitcoin ETFs also provide an opportunity for big institutions to short the price of BTC. And you can see how Mr. Well puts it here. When we had the ETF launch in Canada, we had this dip right here, and when we had this other ETF launch in Canada, we had another dip. And now with this ETF coming in the US, what could potentially happen here? And keep in mind as well, one thing that I do want you guys to understand, looking at the price of BTC, which is looking extremely bullish right now and is taking off. I want to bring you guys a little history lesson and what happened in 2017, because the top of BTC in 2017 at 20,000 literally was the top as soon as the CME futures, Bitcoin futures were announced and were launched, because these institutions then shorted BTC all the way down to $3,000. So this is definitely something to keep in mind, and I want you guys to always see both sides of the coin, and what is possible and what is probable. All right. And also, in this channel, we're not predicting where Bitcoin is going. We're predicting the probabilities of where Bitcoin may go. Right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin has been breaking through all these resistance levels like they were nothing. And we are currently sitting at one of these major levels right here, which basically, as soon as we break this level, the next level we're going to face is the all-time high. And if BTC breaks that level, we will soon enter price discovery. But something to keep in mind is that if BTC does drop, there is potential that we still come back and retest this level here at 54,000. If I bring this up to this, if I bring it up to my two moving averages, I have the 50 in the red and the 200 in the blue right here. You can see that a pullback to retest 56,000 is also possible from here. That means BTC could drop $5,000 literally. And what you need to understand is, to understand how this works is, every rise on BTC, we always come back and retest this 50 moving average. You can see that this happens continuously until we break under it, is when we saw these dumps. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Even in the past rise for BTC, no matter how high we were rising, we always came back and retested this 50 moving average to push us higher. So this is definitely something you guys need to keep in mind. I wouldn't rush into buying Bitcoin right now. A pullback, especially coming to the previous all-time high, I do assume a lot of traders will be looking to take profit and hoping that BTC does a double top. And where I would be looking to get in for BTC would be to watch this 50 moving average on the 4-hour, is where I think would be the safest place to enter Bitcoin. Another thing that I need to point out to you guys is that the Bitcoin dominance continued to rise. We had a rejection. We had broken this trend line on the Bitcoin dominance, but you can see the 50 moving average quickly came in and served as a support, and we bounced back off that. I did mention to my patrons that the 50 would be bouncing off, so we're not aping into a lot of altcoins right now, because the dominance of BTC rising will eventually hurt the altcoins in the process. And if BTC does enter price discovery and start to moon, best believe your altcoin bags are going to get hit. So this is definitely something to keep in mind. The level I think we're going to see some resistance at, and hopefully we don't break, is 47%. If we break that level of 47%, the next area to watch would be 52%. I think this will be a very strong resistance for the dominance of BTC. All right. Because we also had very good support here and here. So past support tends to be future resistance. And I do think that it will be very hard for us to break this level here at 52%. So with that, and keep in mind that nothing is guaranteed. BTC could literally, with these ETF going, we could literally start moving and the dominance and altcoins are going to get hurt. But one thing to note is that altcoins, like more risky altcoins, may get hurt, but I still see some altcoins that are going to be outperforming BTC just because their trend has already shown such pattern. And before I get to that altcoin, I do need to share with you guys the total market cap of crypto is now, well, no one's talking about this to you. No one's telling you this, all right? But I'm going to tell you this. The crypto total market cap, including BTC and altcoins, is now in price discovery, okay? When this happened, we tend to see the market accelerate very quickly. So this is definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Last time we entered price discovery was back here when we were at 727 billion. And you can see how well we accelerated. Again, here we entered another level of price discovery at 1 trillion, and you see how quickly we accelerated to 2.4 trillion, and this is happening over and over again. And what we saw is, if you're looking at this on the 4-hour, is that we basically got supported by the 50 again, which is why I'm telling you guys, always keep an eye on the 50 moving average on the 4-hour, because it serves as a major support for movement of these cryptos, okay? And right now, we got made great support from it after having a golden cross right here. And we can see that potentially the total market cap of all crypto and altcoins might be taking off. When we're looking at altcoins though, so the reason that we are in price discovery for total market cap of all crypto, but not yet for altcoins. So altcoins may soon follow, but right now, obviously, Bitcoin is the one taking the show, and altcoin has not made a higher high yet, and we're still not in price discovery. So talking about these, I still want to be quick because I want this video to be quick and straight to the point for you guys. And if you appreciate it, I take my time to do this. You know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. And yeah, so let me shoot you guys this. DOT. Okay, DOT, I've been literally telling you guys get into DOT. DOT is already once again on the move. And we can see this. Basically, I gave you guys to get into DOT, especially we got into DOT again at the bottom here. And I've been advocating Polkadot literally under $3. So this has been a major gainer, and I kind of am very confident in knowing how DOT moves. Okay, so one thing you need to notice is we have this other bull flag right here, a continuation pattern for Polkadot, and Polkadot is already once again on the rise. Couple things to keep in mind, all right, for Polkadot. Couple things to keep in mind is that Polkadot is going to enter its previous all-time high, sitting right here at $46. When we break this area and we break the full all-time high at $49 and break $50, I believe that Polkadot will soon accelerate very, very quickly. So you guys definitely, I don't think it's too late to get into Polkadot. I do think with the parachains coming out, Polkadot is going to accelerate very quickly. But one thing to keep in mind is if you're watching Polkadot against BTC, you can see that a pattern is forming. That one, we're having higher lows, we have another higher low. Polkadot had a double bottom against Bitcoin and had a breakout, and you can see that soon Polkadot may have a golden cross against BTC, and unlike the other rest of the market, Polkadot is continuing to rally against Bitcoin, which is really, really good and really, really bullish. We are back above the 200 moving average as well. Right now, we want to see a golden cross take place on this against BTC, and Polkadot will be outpacing BTC in this market, regardless of the Bitcoin dominant moving. And just to give you guys a little bonus, I know that some of you have been asking about GRT. I do need to touch on GRT, so you guys, because GRT is making moves. What we're seeing here is that after having this fall, we had the round bottom, we had this major falling wedge within a symmetrical triangle right here, and what we're seeing is GRT broke out of these trend lines, and we had a huge pump this morning where GRT literally broke out of this trend line with some good volume. It had a quick pullback, but we can see that we have the long signaling on the EMA ribbon. As you can see, I had this line right here, which is resistance that we pull back. Right now, I do want to wait for GRT to come back and retest 73 cents or 74 cents and touch back at this 200 EMA, which is literally going to give it strength for it to push back higher. All right, so this is my thought on GRT. I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope that you guys appreciate it. I take my time to make this video. I'm going to actually try to shoot another video today to talk about some layer ones and why I think they're going and how I think they're about to take off. All right, I hope you guys appreciate it. I take my time to do this. If you did, you know what to do. Please be safe, be well out there. This market is extremely volatile. Anything can happen. Understand there are pros and cons to everything. This Bitcoin ETF is bullish, but there's also some bearish outlooks to it. All right. So please do well, be safe, and stay future proof.